Historically speaking, in the wintertime, we typically have a slowdown. I'm not sure we're gonna skip much of a beat. You might not get 20 offers on your house, you might get 5.
Hi, thanks for tuning in to another Designer Chat. My name is Mia Farrell. I'm a designer at ACO. I'm here to help you love where you live, and I'm here every week talking all things design with our favorite industry partners. Today, I've got my buddy Dan O'Brien of Trueblood Real Estate. Thanks so much for being here. It's so good to see you.
I am glad to be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have just heard murmurs for the past however long that the real estate industry is insane right now. So I want to hear a little bit about what you've seen.
It has been a wild ride. Obviously, with everything going on, it's hard to predict,
Sure.
especially when COVID broke. We didn't know if we were going to sell a house the rest of the year.
Right.
And then during the stay-at-home order, I didn't miss a beat. In fact, last year I had a career year.
Amazing.
And this year has been similar, and again, lots of negatives that came with this, and people lost their jobs. I was very fortunate, but in general, the real estate market has been at full tilt.
Crazy.
Right? So, and the problem that we're facing right now is a lack of supply. Which,
Sure.
right, there's a shortage of everything
Yeah.
at this point in life.
Right.
But the shortage of houses is at a level we've never seen before.
Yeah.
You have pent-up buyer demand, you have historic low interest rates, you have people coming from out of state, coming back to the Midwest. So it's been a challenging market.
Right. So like I sell my house, where do I go?
Correct. It's a catch-22 of I know people that would sell their house,
Yeah.
but they're like, and then what?
Then what? Yeah.
We've been seeing reverse contingencies where someone will put their house on the market for sale, but says, but it's contingent on me finding a house to
Sure.
buy.
Well, that's smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there are buyers, I've had people make offers where they close on it and then allow the sellers up to 6 months free post-possession
Oh, wow.
to stay in the house to find a house.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we're seeing some wild things out there.
Yeah, unprecedented for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been an anomaly, but we're starting to see some trends that are following historical data. We're starting to see ebbs and flows like we have in years
Sure.
past, which is nice.
Yeah. So, what do you think we're facing going into 2022? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, historically speaking, in the wintertime, we typically have a slowdown of,
Sure.
it's not at the busy pace of May, June, July,
Sure.
right? But I'm not sure we're going to skip much of a beat, right? Because while there are less buyers in the wintertime
Mm-hmm.
and less sellers, but since we have such a shortage of supply, okay, you might not get 20 offers on your house, you might get 5. Right?
Darn.
Well, you only need one.
Oh, darn.
Right? So that's kind of the interesting thing is we're going to see how this shapes out, but I personally don't think that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
Well, that is interesting for sure. I love that it sounds like you guys have had to pivot just as much as anybody else has and come up with some solutions for problems that you're seeing. So what do you think as far as Trueblood is concerned? What sets you guys apart as far as other real estate groups to work with?
Yeah, so I'm one of the 4 founding brokers of Trueblood Real Estate. Jim Trueblood is the owner, and so we're with another independent brokerage, split off and started this about 3 years ago. We just had a 3-year anniversary.
Oh, yay!
And so when we started, there were about 20 realtors, and we are now approaching 200.
Oh my goodness.
Within 3 years.
It's crazy.
We now have 4 office locations: Fishers, Carmel, Lafayette, and then St. John, Indiana, by Chicago.
Okay.
We have agents all over the state of Indiana.
Yeah.
So we really pride ourselves on technology, systems. We have what I like to describe as the best systems, the best technology at the lowest cost to our agents.
Awesome.
We try to make it a fun environment. You've been to our Fishers
Oh, yeah.
office. Our Carmel office
Yep.
is just the same. We have beer on draft. We have a
Love it.
shuffleboard table. We like to have fun.
Yeah,
right?
why
Like
not?
real estate, when you're looking to buy and sell a house,
Why
it
should it
shouldn't
be stuffy? Yeah.
kind of, it's now, granted, there are occasions that it's less fortunate where you have to sell a house for different reasons, but that doesn't mean that I can't have a good time helping you
Absolutely.
get in or out of a better solution, a better situation. So we really pride ourselves on our service. We have a whole admin team that runs everything behind the scenes. We take advantage of a lot of the newer advertising media, right? So we're not putting advertisements a lot in magazines and newspapers as days of old. We do a lot of SEO and social media, Facebook targeted ads and Instagram, and we're really pushing that, retargeting, things like that. So it's getting our listings for our sellers in front of the biggest number of eyeballs, right?
Very important.
Everybody's on their phones nowadays, and so we want to be where the consumers are. So when we talk with our sellers, our job is to get it as much exposure as possible. Now, in the world of the internet, a lot of people have it at the tips of their fingertips, but it's one of those things where we try to do things a little bit different, a little bit better, that we can find in the marketplace.
Yeah, and have fun doing it, right?
Exactly. I love what I do. I love my job. I'm passionate about it. I love teaching about real estate. My clients, I always make sure they understand there's no dumb questions.
That's awesome.
Because they don't know what they don't know.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
what I'm there for, is to guide them through the process.
Absolutely.
And make sure that they understand literally everything going on.
That's great. Well, thank you again so much for being here. Really interested to see what happens in the coming year.
Me too.
If you have a home that you're considering selling but have no idea what your next steps are, no idea what the plan is, if you can't find a place to move into, Dan's your guy. Give him a call. Website?
DanSellsIndy.com or TruebloodRE.com for the brokerage site.
Perfect. Well, that's great. Thanks again, Dan, for being here.
Thank you.
And tune in next time.